Why carbs make you fat, the science, we're going to talk about it now. So carbs, I read on the internet, and I saw fat Jamie Oliver say on BBC that carbs apparently make you fat. Now, carbs are yet to make me fat. People call me a skinny dude, emaciated tapeworm every day on the internet. But after 17 years on a high-carb vegan lifestyle, I'm still yet to get fat. I'm still yet to have a fat girlfriend from eating high-carb, low-fat vegan. In fact, I've had fat girlfriend in the past, and what happened to her long-term? She got lean. She got razor lean, bikini model lean, turned out to be a millionaire from selling ebooks, weight loss ebooks, because people wanted that body. And she didn't get that body eating high-fat, high-carb baby. So these people out there on the internet say that carbs make you fat. So we're going to talk about the science, why carbs make you fat. The science. I'm yet to find that science. But if you can find it, send it to me. I'll pay you big money. So we have Darren Steele. Sounds like a porn name. I'm a skinny dude, but everyone knows carbs spike insulin. Everyone who watches TV knows that carbs spike insulin, which fluctuates your blood sugars and causes belly bloat. Because I'm really fat. Yeah, I'm really fat with my belly. You know what I mean? Belly bloat there. 17 years. Still waiting for the belly bloat. But if you're biking all the time, you will burn most of it off. False. Because there's so many cyclists out there. If you paid me $10,000 for every fat cyclist I could find, I could be a billionaire, maybe a trillionaire. Most cyclists are fat. Most cyclists cycle because they want to get lean as me. They want to lose weight. That's why weight loss stuff in cycling world is so popular. If you just eat fucking carbs and don't do shit, you're going to be a fat fucker. Bullshit. Come here to Thailand and I'll show you 40 kilo girls, 40 kilo women, 50 kilo men. Lean. Lean. Carbs are quick energy release and fat's a long release. What the fuck does that even mean? It's true though. Carbs are quick energy release. Yeah, because what the body wants, we want quick energy. But the body runs on glucose and fructose. So fat's a long release. That's true, but what does that even... This guy's got no... Darren, buddy, you got no idea, do you? And you're a skinny dude probably because you're running caffeine and calorie restrict. Right? You're definitely calorie restrict. Because if you're eating meat and you're not calorie restricting, then you're gonna get fat, just like my 400-pound neighbor. I can make anyone obese, and I can make anyone lean, fit as fuck. But not everyone's willing to do what it takes to get lean and fit as fuck. Because most people don't want to eat rice, fruit, potatoes, pasta, corn, sugars as their staples. Most people want to think they can go eat KFC and buy some ebook program from some full-on steroid-abusing 100-kilo guy who's 2% body fat who claims natty status, and they want to, yeah, if I do a little bit of CrossFit and eat KFC and healthy fats, I'm going to look like that guy. And you're not, unless you're taking as many. If you're taking as much steroids as those guys take, they take shit tons of steroids, train like fucking beasts because they're on so much steroids. You can only train that hard if you're on steroids. Going to the gym every day for 3 or 4 hours, you can only do that if you're on fucking hardcore steroids. And so these people they see who they subscribe to. Go to their YouTube channel and see who they've subscribed to. All these fake natties out there, 100 kilos, 90 kilos, single-digit body fat, claiming natty status. And it's like, fuck, people are dumb, man. People are dumb. And you get, it's just crazy. And then there's some steroid dude, some fake natty selling apple cider vinegar. And he's like 110 kilos, claiming natty status. This is because of the apple cider vinegar I take. It's like, man, apple cider enanthate, more like it. 600 milligrams a week. So carbs spike insulin. That is true. But insulin is an anabolic hormone, all right? So if I had high insulin levels, then I would be fucking huge. I would be massive as fuck. Just like my 400-pound neighbor who's got elevated fasting insulin levels from every day eating lots of fat and protein. We know fat paralyzes insulin. It covers insulin receptor sites. So the pancreas has to produce more insulin. And often that's not even enough. So the person has to use exogenous insulin, aka metformin or those diabetic drugs to increase the insulin levels so the sugar can actually go in the cell, because the cells are coated, their membranes coated with all this fat from the oil or the chicken fat or even olive oil, stuff like that, coconut oil. All these things will cause diabetes and they cause insulin resistance, which causes elevated fasting insulin, which makes you anabolic because insulin is an anabolic hormone. So the science why carbs make you fat has been debunked. It's just impossible. If it was possible, I put a $50,000 reward years ago for this. Show me the overweight person who just eats high carb, low fat vegan long term. I'm not talking about the person who used to be anorexic and now they're going through adaptive thermogenesis where their body's healing. Okay, get that? I'm talking like the everyday person like me who's been doing this long term. You see people. I've coached so many people with anorexia. They gain a bit of weight. The person's fat. No, they're healing. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 years later, they're razor lean, healthy lean. And all the haters, they forget about that. They go, so people don't understand how the body works in terms of healing. So if someone's anorexic, they're going to gain weight. But it's a good thing they're on high-carb vegan, because if they were on a standard Aussie diet, they would go from a 20 or 23 BMI up to like a 30 BMI and beyond. I've seen that many times. I've seen people anorexic, 17 BMI, blow out to 120 kilos. Seen that. I'm 41 in a couple of weeks, so I've seen a lot of shit in this scene. And I love it when these fucking noobs try and tell me I'm fucking wrong. I got no idea. Just because they read 5 minutes on the internet of some fake netty fucking ebook sale bullshit that they think they're experts. Anyway, so insulin fluctuates your blood sugars, causes belly bloats. It's fucking noobs out there. So insulin is anabolic hormone. If you want to decrease your insulin levels, eat high carb, low fat vegan. Sugar increases insulin sensitivity. Fat and protein increase insulin resistance. Go and have a fatty meal, and after a week or so of doing high carb, low fat vegan, then have a fatty meal with extra avocado, extra oil, and next day you're sort of a bit foggy. Maybe that night you're a bit sad, a bit melancholy, and feel that. That's insulin resistance kicking in there. That's dopamine, serotonin getting all whacked out, and that's you can demonstrate it to yourself. You can demonstrate it to anyone. It's fantastic. Better yet, get a blood glucose meter and test your blood sugar. Remember that last year I had one stuck in my arm? I was showing people my blood test, my blood glucose every a few minutes of the day, every hour of the day. It's all these graphs. Have high fat, boom, insulin resistance kicks in. Do a hardcore interval session, blood sugar goes right up. It's incredible. It's just how the body works. So this whole thing, carbs make you fat, mate. I'll give someone $200,000 if they can show me that. If they can show me a nation of fat eaters who are lean, I'll give them $200,000. And then they're going to give me $200,000 for every nation I can find. Come here to the Philippines, come here to Thailand, come here to Malaysia, come here to Indonesia, come here to Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda. These countries where there's no starvation, where people are eating high carb, low fat, mostly vegan, not by choice but by default. It's all they can afford, and they're not fit. You come here to Thailand, and I'm probably the fittest person. Well, I'm probably the fittest person in Thailand. I'll be probably top 20 in Thailand of fittest men in Thailand today. In terms of Thais. So there's not a lot of fit people here. They just don't have that cardio. I go to running races and I'm right up there. I'm often the first person. There's not many Thais who can run faster than me. There's a couple of 20-year-old kids for sure who train full time, but I'm 41 and I'm probably the fittest man in Thailand today. So Thais don't have much fitness. Even in Australia, Aussies, we don't have much fitness in Australia. Australia's full of fat fucks, but Thailand's full of lean motherfuckers. But you know what I mean? So it's how does that work? How does Australia, a sporting nation, have so much obesity, and Thailand, who's not a sporting nation, who doesn't have a high level of fitness, who has no Olympic champions or whatever, except outside of boxing, how does that work? Because Thailand, their diet's based on rice, sugar, fruit. It's not uncommon for someone to eat a bunch of bananas here for lunch or breakfast or a snack. In Australia, if you did that, people think, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? Bananas make you fat. Eat some more KFC, because KFC makes you lean. Fat makes you lean. That's why they call it fat. So you come here to Thailand and you'll see, little waists of women, small waists. You'll see guys you see average guys got a very lean, flat stomach, but they do all these carb foods every day. And when they eat meat, it's very, very sparingly, unless they got more money. And then they're having the dairy. Go to a supermarket. Come here to Thailand, please. Come here to Thailand. Go to one of those Western-style supermarkets where there's money, and you'll see the Thais that have money. And just spend a few hours in the supermarket and bring some food and watch what people eat. Watch what the fat people eat. I've documented it many times. The fat people that go in there, they're doing this low-carb craze is sweeping through Thailand right now because the sugar tax just came in. And so you see so many fat people in the supermarkets just buying meats and vegetables. And talk to them, because they all speak English. If they've got money, they're speaking English. They're Thais. So you go talk to them, say, what do you think of carbohydrates? What do you think of white rice? And they will all tell you, white rice makes you fat. And they're all obese, they're all overweight. And then you say to them, but if you went to the Isan region of Thailand, where everyone's really skinny, what do people live out there? Oh, they just eat white rice. And go, how come You think white rice makes you fat, but the people from Isan, the slim ones, the guys your husbands are banging because you're overweight now, what are they eating? What are those women eating? The 20-year-old woman who's slim and pick her up, she's like 50 kilos or whatever. She's eating white rice as a staple for the last 20 years, 3 times a day. So people, you ask those questions. People are like, oh, what? And these people they're academics. They got money. They're smart. But they're totally dumb when it comes to nutrition. So it's very, very interesting. So Darren, skinny dude, you calorie restrict. You definitely do, because you can't be eating KFC in abundance without calorie restriction or abusing some sort of stimulants or whatever. Even in the US, I mean, most lean people are on stims, and stims make you eat less because they suppress your appetite. So that's why people, once they get off the Adderall or Ritalin or whatever, they often balloon out, because these stims, I've used them before, they suppress your appetite, which can also make you mentally fucked up because you're not eating enough. So there you go. So why carbs make you fat? The science proves they don't. They can't. Impossible. If you want more science, Google up Dr. McDougall. Maybe if I remember, I'll put a link down below. The science of carbohydrate and why all these high carb nations, just think about it. If I said, hey, okay, here's $10 million, you got to make a movie featuring 1,000 lean people. Which country are you going to go to? America? No. Australia? No. England? No. Germany? No way. I'm going to go straight to the Philippines, or I'm going to go straight to Thailand, a place called Sisaket, or Surin, or Buriram, or Kalisan, or Kongkang. I'm going to go to these places. I'm going to go to little villages where nobody's starving, nobody's fit, nobody's running, no one's doing fucking Strava segments. No one's got a $5,000 bike with power meter. None of them have, but they're all super lean. 95% of them all super lean on their white rice and fucking veggie diets. All right, so I'm going to go there, and I'm going to beat you to it. I'm going to get that $10 million contract, because I'm going to find 1,000 skinny people. Any country I go to. Actually, not any country I go to. I mean, you go to America, you find skinny people in fucking Skid Row shooting up meth, maybe. But you won't get that in here in Thailand or Philippines or whatever. You know what I mean? Just think about it. Or if I had to find 6-foot people who are like 60 kilos, I'm going to go, or 65 kilos, 70 kilos. People with BMI about 20, I'm going to go straight to Kenya. And it's not genetic, because I can get any Kenyan. I've got Kenyan friends who used to be gun runners, and they're in Adelaide, and they come do the park run 5K now and then. And I've talked with them over the years, and they gain so much weight. They go like, oh, I used to be really lean when I lived in Kenya, and now I'm in Australia. I don't know what it is. I'm like, yeah, because you're eating like a motherfucking fat Aussie. You're not eating your ugali much anymore. You're eating your steak and the dairy, trying to be like more Western style, and that gives you a Western waistline. So if you want the Asian slim waistline, African slim waistline, you got to eat like that. If you want the bulk, be a fat Aussie, fat Yank, fat American, fat Canadian, fat German, whatever, then if you want to look like a Zeppelin on legs or Humpty Dumpty, then you got to eat like that. All right. So it's as simple as that. There's a guy there called William. We call him Big W, Big Willie, Big W, and he just eats high fat. And he's always, carbs make you fat, Harley. Carbs make you fat. And I'm like, Big W. Big W is also a supermarket chain in Australia, a shopping chain. I'm like, Big W. You might be smart, but when it comes to nutrition, you're dumb as fuck. So please, shut up the pretentious mouth and take advantage of this advice. Take advantage of your vision. Just go to these countries and look. But people's ego, people's bigotry, people's fucking whatever it is prevents them from taking real action on shit that works. High carb, low fat vegan. That's what it's about. It's just the science proves it every single time. You watch the documentary What the Health. Put some fucking money on the table and bet durianrider. Bet me, prove me wrong. All right, show me, give me 1,000 high fat fucking lean athletes. They're not even existing. They're mythology. They're like those fake fucking natties, 100 kilos, 5% body fat, claiming natty status, selling the teenage kids some protein powder with the implication that you're going to look like them because of their magic protein powder. It's bullshit. It's sales hype. It's telling people good things about their bad habits. It's preying on their naive minds. It's wrong. It's fucked up. It's destroying the fucking world we live in. We're cutting down the Amazon to grow more fucking soy to feed livestock. It's not for our soy boy burgers. It's to feed livestock. We're fucking our planet to fuck our waistline and our health, and it's fucked up. We're dying prematurely of cancers and heart disease, and these things can be largely unavoidable or prevented or reversed or improved upon just by dietary changes. But we're not doing that because us humans are fucked up in the head. We're so egotistical. We're just a bunch of cunts. Sorry, cunts, but we are. Anyway, science of carbohydrate obesity, absolutely fucking bullshit. Watch the documentary What the Health. Watch it before you open your mouth in my comment section, please. Peace.